right, you hear me? Okay, good. August 2003, The OC premieres. It is a primetime soap opera about the rich Cohen family of Newport Beach taking in troubled teen Ryan Atwood. Okay. At that time and in that year, I am a 21-year-old dirtbag, but somehow I managed to be very pretentious. And I don't like anything fun. So if you would have told me that I would fall in love with this very stupid, ridiculous show, I would have said, shh. I actually didn't watch it until about a year later. My wife, now wife, then girlfriend, Laura, and I were living in Ventura, California, my hometown. And we were struggling, like you do when you're 22, to set the scene for you. We had a little mermaid towel on top of a storage tote for our coffee table. Very nice. I'm sure when Laura suggested watching the OC for the first time, I was a real pill about it and gave her a hard time, but the joke was on me. I was hooked. First of all, the soundtrack. Okay, if you liked early 2000s indie music, especially the Sad Bastard stuff, right? This was your show. In fact, the theme song was done by a band whose fan club I had joined in high school when I only had one eyebrow. But the thing I loved most about this show was that it knew exactly what it was, and it just went for it. It had everything. It had illicit relationships. It had cage fighting. It had long-lost relatives. It had twin comas with alternate timelines. It had bagels. It had Tate Donovan. Tate Donovan. I loved it. I lived it. I watched it until the end. Okay. Time passes. 2015. So much has changed and nothing has changed. We're living in Denver and we're still struggling just for fun new reasons, right? So my wife, Laura, hates her, well, by the way, we're married now, not living in sin anymore. We're married. It's great. But Laura hates her job. She hates it. And just ask her later. And I am having health issues, and we've been trying to have a family for about 5 years, but no dice. So I think in that moment, we turned to the OC again for a sense of nostalgia. Remember what it was like to be 22 and free, even though it was actually kind of terrible and very stressful. And my biggest takeaway from that rewatch was, I love this show, but also, I am no longer a very young man. 32 is not old, not by any stretch, but it took me until that long to realize officially that I was no longer a teen, which is fine. 2020 was way different. 2020. Do you guys remember that year? Do you remember the news that year? So I was buying sneakers on the internet just to wear them to the mailbox, Boop, boop, doot, doot. That's how I walk. And outside of that even, we had so much time to kill. And this show is perfect for that because in just 4 short seasons, really 3.5, they gave us a staggering, some might say excessive, but I wouldn't, 92 episodes. I know, Jesus. That's 30 seasons of a show now. So we dug back in, and this time, it's empathy. By this time, we're blessed to have a 2-year-old daughter named Elliot. And everything moves me. Everything touches me right in the heart hole. I don't know. And I start relating with characters I did not relate to before. Even the dastardly Julie Cooper. Nickel Cooper, Bullet Atwood. She's diabolical, yes, but everything she does is for her family, for the most part. And it made me wonder, could I, Cory Kibler, marry a very elderly development tycoon for my family? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I could. 2025, the current year. Okay, this time it's all about the parents. Okay, Laura and I are both past the 40 mark, her first and then me, and that's fine. She looks way younger, don't feel bad for her, yeah. Our daughter is 7, and I don't understand these teens at all. I don't even understand 25-year-old actors playing teens. Every choice they make is awful. Every action they take is stupid. As I was watching this time around, and this is true, as I was watching, I was imagining the stern yet loving talk I would have with these kids about their life choices. Like, hey, bud, and this is stupid because they're all taller than me, but hey, bud, if you're in trouble, come to me, we can work it out. But they never do, no matter how much Sandy Cohen asks. And I'm glad you brought up Sandy Cohen. I love Sandy Cohen. Sandy Cohen, played by Peter Gallagher, and his big, beautiful eyebrows. He's so wonderful. This last rewatch, I realized, not only is Peter Gallagher and Sandy Cohen, by extension, a total daddy, right? He's also a really good dad, it turns out. Way better than Jimmy Cooper, and listen, I get it. We all love Jimmy Cooper. We're all rooting for him, we love him. He's played by Tate Donovan. Like, how could you not? But he's not a good dad. Instead of being a good dad, what he does is he loses all of his family's money, and then he sails away. So what's surreal is that in 2030, the next time we watch this show together as a family, my daughter Elliot will be 12, impossibly, 12, and she'll be watching with us. Maybe under duress, I don't know, but she'll be watching, and I can't wait to see how we feel about it, but I really can't wait to see what Elliot feels about it, of this crackers, bonkers, stupid show. I love it so much. I share all this tonight not to tell you that you should definitely watch The OC, streaming on Hulu. But that if you haven't already, I very much encourage you to find your own The OC, right? Some book or show or movie or album or whatever that you can revisit every 5 years, give or take, not only to understand who you used to be, but how much you've grown, which is a lot more than you think. Some things never change. The OC never changes. That's why I love it so much. But I've changed so much. You've changed so, even in 5 short years, you've changed so much. You've changed. Anyway, in our house, in the Kibler house, our OC is the OC. It's easy to remember. In our home, time is a flat bagel, and it begins and ends in Newport Beach, California in the year 2003. And I very much hope it is a tradition that will go on long after I've lost all my family's money and sailed away. Thank you.